We finally reached the stage of the internet where we can go beyond storing information on the internet to actually storing things of value. Things of value like wealth, things of value like ownership of a home. This is what they call the new wave of the internet, an internet of value, and the technologies there. In fact, when you think about Bitcoin or Ethereum or these others, what they really are is protocols that allow us to store value on the internet, as opposed to the way we've been doing it in human society for only the last 400 years, storing value in basically an IOU from a financial institution. And as we've learned in the last 40 years, during which the internet has never gone down, banks have failed, including 3 banks of America's top 20 just in the last 3 years. So moving value storage on the internet is an idea whose time has come.
Okay, you got that?
Kind of. I'm going to ask you this. So on call for number 4, this is the number of crypto millionaires that's been surging. Okay, so I think one of the things that happens, and you had a good question to him initially, which is, what does it mean for you? Because when most people are thinking about themselves, like, well, I don't understand this stuff, so I don't know how to invest in it. One thing you said is, crypto is the umbrella. Right? Is that right?
That's right.
And then Bitcoin is one type of crypto.
That's right.
And there are lots of different types of crypto.
Exactly.
So what's a good crypto and what's a bad crypto? How do you know?
Right. So just as there's multiple protocols for storing information, there's HTML, HTTP. They all do different things. Some are good for website establishment. Some are good for email. In a similar way, different cryptos allow you to store different values. Bitcoin, which is the most widely known and has had the most spectacular success, might be the equivalent, as you said, Bill, to digital gold. In the previous world, the analog world, what cash was to gold, in the digital world, digital money may be to Bitcoin. Let me give you another example. We live in a time where 1 out of every $4 has been printed in the last 5 years. We are actively debasing our currency. And at the same time, Bitcoin has, into its design, programmed scarcity. You can never have more than a certain amount of Bitcoin. And so the dollar is depreciating, Bitcoin is appreciating. Quick factoid. In 2018, the average American home would have cost you over $260,000 and over 400 Bitcoin. Today, the average American home is now over $460,000. It would cost you less than 5 Bitcoin. What's been the better investment over the last 5 years, Bitcoin or dollars?
That was a former CFTC chairman discussing Bitcoin. That's the CFTC talking about putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet for the United States as a strategic reserve. Look at how many people are now for this idea. This is absolutely massive for Bitcoin and MicroStrategy. And in today's video, we're going to get into some Bitcoin news, some MicroStrategy news. Stay tuned for all this. Let's go ahead and jump into it here today. MicroStrategy just acquired over the past week another 21,550 Bitcoin for around $2.1 billion. Now their BTC yield is up to 68.7% year to date. And all that means is the Bitcoin per share number continues to go up and up and up. And just in Q4 alone, it's up 43%. MicroStrategy now has 423,000 Bitcoin, over 2% of the total Bitcoin supply. They're trying to catch IBIT. So it's going to be interesting to see when that MSTR to IBIT flipping will happen. But I do want to go over this post here. This is actually from Ben Workman over on Twitter. If you haven't followed him yet on Twitter, check him out. He does some great work on MicroStrategy. But this is something I want to share with you guys because I feel like a lot of our followers, a lot of people that watch our channel have been mad or saying that MicroStrategy is not going to go back up. In a bull run, people's time frame become very short. And in his perspective in this post, Ben says that he doesn't think that Saylor is going to lay off the ATM. They want 500,000 BTC by the end of the year. So that means right now they're going to need around $8 billion in addition purchases over the next 3 weeks for that to happen. So he's saying that they will probably get $3 billion from new convertible debt offering that they will come on and file if that happens. And that means they need $5 billion from the ATM over the next 3 weeks. Right now they have around $9.19 billion left on the ATM, which would bring it down to around 4.19 billion. And then he says his hunch from there is they will ease off the pace a bit, and they will try to use that 4.19 billion up in time for Q1 earnings, where they will likely announce their next updated plan. So Saylor is just looking to get more BTC. He's not worried about the MicroStrategy share price right now. And what Ben's saying here is patience is key. MicroStrategy is going to be a long-term bet. He thinks the MNAV is going down, and if you look at MSTR tracker right now, you can see the NAV premium is down to 2.186x, and it's down pretty low compared to where it was at these prices before. And to be honest, I don't think Saylor cares. As long as it's above 1, I think he's going to continue to tap that ATM and get as much Bitcoin as possible because it's accretive to the shareholders. I think that's what he's thinking about doing. So even if we come down here to a 1.5 NAV, I think he's going to continue to tap it. And Ben Workman believes that as well. But then you can see current prices of MSTR currently at 373. We're down 5% today. Seeing that volatility, Bitcoin is down a bit today. And this is MooMoo, great brokerage. You can check them out. You sign up with our affiliate link, comment section below. You can get up to 15 free stocks. Each one of those stocks could be valued at up to $2,000 each. Make sure to check that out. You can trade options on here as well, Bitcoin, crypto, anything you want. Check out our Patreon. When you join, you get access to all of our exclusive content. You can also message us one-on-one. We do options trading alerts over there. Everything, make sure to check that out if you guys haven't. And Saylor was sitting down with Dave Portnoy to discuss Bitcoin. Portnoy has been vocal on how he's missed the Bitcoin wave. Saylor got on an interview with him saying basically, hey, you're not late to this party yet. You should join the Bitcoin party. It'd be good for you. It'd be good for your company. So we could see another company, Barstool Sports, put Bitcoin on the balance sheet. That would be good to see. And then other companies, Riot Platforms, are proposing a private offering of $500 million of convertible senior notes. They're getting $500 million to try to buy more BTC. We're seeing more of the Bitcoin miners start to do this now. Saylor kind of put them on the game of how to do it. So we're seeing Riot do it now. We've seen Marathon do it. So $500 million more of buying pressure into BTC. And then publicly traded company AI firm Genesis Group buys an additional 3.2 million. So just more buying pressure on BTC. We know Bitcoin has retraced a little bit from the all-time high of 103K, but these companies are not slowing down. And then I wanted to leave you guys with a couple of clips to end the video. I know today's video was a little bit clip heavy. We're going to have new content coming out every single day, so subscribe and like for more. But this is Mexican billionaire talking about Bitcoin. I want you guys to check this one out. And then also from CZ, he's talking about Bitcoin going to the moon. So watch these two clips. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you buying MSTR now? Are you staying away from MSTR? Are you buying Bitcoin? Are you not buying either? Do you hate both? Put all your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Let's go ahead and check out these clips.
Una cosa muy rara porque hacia el gran amor es pues, cuando lo compras en 200 y se sube a 800, pues ya no estoy feliz, ¿no? Soy un genio de las finanzas y gané mucho dinero y entonces eso pues, te pasa a ponerle mucho interés, ¿no? Pero claro, luego se va de 800 a 15,000 y dices, bueno, aquí soy, ¿verdad? O sea, primero lo vi como una inversión súper exitosa, que corrí con mucha suerte porque la descubrí, pero ya después ya no lo vi como una inversión, lo vi como una forma de vida. Es decir, pues claro, lo que hay que hacer es nada más comprarlo y guardarlo, no es para vender. O sea, si se va a $100,000, no me importa.
I think we're going to see a lot more use cases right now. So right now, people still view Bitcoin as an investment asset to a large extent. So people talk about price. People talk about 100K. People look at it as an asset type or investment asset. It's really the utility that I think we will see in the next decade or decade and a half. So I think it's a future of money. So it should be used as a utility. So I think when later on we shouldn't be calling Bitcoin. It's just money. So I think people like this is Bill Gates who said like people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but underestimate what they can do in 10 years. So I think within 10 years or so, 5-10 years, we're now seeing nation states accumulating Bitcoin and strategic reserves, and that will increase the price further potentially, and that almost mathematically. And then we will see more use cases out of it. Yeah.
Okay, so you avoided the question, what's going to be the price of Bitcoin in 10 to 15 years?
To the moon.
I'm putting you on the spot. You got to give me a number. What would you say to your friend?
I think really there's no limit really. So it's very hard to put a precise number. So I'm avoiding the question still, but it's really hard to put a precise number on it. I think any number we'll get there in time.